So being able to sing and create new music or another project, tricky.
Has your perfectionism ever stopped you from doing something? Has it ever been debilitating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Create for the sake of creating. Don't create for the sake of a deadline. Don't create for the sake of people seeing and validating and saying, yes, you're doing good. Do it for you. I heard somebody trying to say, no, like, pay me with sex. I was like, what?
So today on the Long Story Short podcast, we've got a superstar who goes by the name of Mikhale Jones. Hi, Mikhale.
Hey, Kirsty, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm excited to have you here. You are our first female guest, so this feels very special. Very special.
I'm honored. Thanks.
I love every guest that's come on the show, but it's very nice to have some female energy
Amen.
in the room, you know. So we have a ritual, right? We start off every episode with a Long Story Short house drink. You look scared.
Because I'm like, do you want me to down it?
No. It's a Monday. We'll keep it calm. So basically, I kind of play the role of a mixologist with absolutely no experience of mixing drinks. So I'm self-proclaimed. But I put together a drink based on your sound. So it's like quite literally a cocktail with your name on it, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to break it down. Why did I choose this for Mikhale Jones? This is Mikhale's Mog, okay? And I went with something smooth, but with a kick.
Okay.
Paying homage to the RnB.
Oh,
right?
Smooth with the kick.
But we also got a mix of like soulful, striking, and just like really sexy, if I'm being honest with you. So we got the chili, it's got a kick. Take a sip.
Andrew?
Okay, fine. I think we should probably cheers, no? Okay.
I like the chili, brother.
You like it?
I didn't think I would. But there's no alcohol in here.
There is. My dog?
You didn't put in.
Guys, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, by the way.
This is really nice.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad I can kind of, you know, give up my day job if I needed to.
Thank you, ma'am.
My pleasure. So tell me, how has 2025 been for you?
2025 has actually been a really good year for me. I've been investing a lot more in my modeling. I've invested a lot more in just, I guess, building myself as a creative. Well, 2025 actually has come with its good and its bad, like any year would, right?
Right.
So as much as there's these positives that I'm listing, there's also just one slight negative con of all of it. And it's the fact that this year I also found out that I have vocal nodules. So being able to sing and create new music or another project, tricky. So that's been put on pause, but it has allowed for me to focus on so many of the other talents that I've neglected while pursuing music and music only. So the modeling is growing, the content creation, me being my own production team, creative director, whatever
all
else,
the things.
All of it. I'm getting to explore it 10 times more, which honestly is helping me strengthen my brand. So 25, it's not too bad.
Let's go. It feels like everyone's kind of like slowly coming out of the trenches. The past 4 years have kind of ghetto.
Hey guys.
Kind of ghetto.
It has been ever so long.
And I want to get into the space that you're in currently with your creativity and how multifaceted you are. But before we start, I just want to tell you how much I just love your face. I just love your face. And I'll tell you why. It's so structured.
Thank
Mikhale.
you.
And it's important to me to tell you this because, I'm dabbling in like photo shoots, right? And I've really been practicing like my sultriness.
Yes.
It's not working.
Ma'am, makeup.
It's not working. It's funny, we were talking about a rollout
Yeah.
with the producer for this series. And we did like a little test shoot with a photographer in Cape Town. And, you know, he's behind the camera, he's taking the photos. And I'm giving my best smiles. I'm giving my best smiles. And he's like, he kind of like removes the camera from his face and he's like, can you just smile? You're a smiler. So I've never been in the baby face allegations, basically. So
I was just about to say, your face gives me soft energy. I want to see flowers and like soft lighting.
Oh, guys.
Hey, it's
I'm trying to be a baddie, Mikhale. I'm trying to be a baddie. Fair.
Exactly. Just find the medium.
You know? So congrats on your face.
Thanks.
I want to get like right to the beginning, right? So before the SAMA nominations, before the 2 projects you've put out, before all of the recognition, Who is Mikhale Jones?
And before all of that, so I mean, at the core of all of it, I've always been a storyteller. I am somebody who always has something to say about everything, sometimes to my detriment. And then obviously music being the medium, but there's actually more mediums like the content creation as of late. But anyway, before all of that, I'm a sister, I'm a girlfriend, I am a daughter, I'm a weird kid, bro. I am just a kid figuring life out and trying to stay a kid.
Right.
Even though adulting is saying, girl, calm. This is where you actually need to be. But yeah, before all of that, I guess that is who I am. That's what I am. Yeah. Does that answer the question?
It does. It does. What was it like as like baby Mikhale? Were you always kind of in the spotlight?
So I grew up on a farm. And my first audience was my chickens and ducks. And
I love that.
I used to put like little shows on for all the little animals in our cage that we had at the back. And we had a little karaoke box, thingy-majiggy, just plug in your mic and you go. And so like also during family gatherings, like maybe a Christmas or New Year's Eve, whatever, I'd always pull out the karaoke box, tell all the aunties and uncles, come sit down, guys, it's my time. I put on a quick show for them. Also, I was a dancer way before getting into the music while singing. But the love for music obviously was always there because it started off as a dance. I started off as a dancer. Mom put me in like ballet classes from young because I was also the kid where it's like, go call Mikhale, come, she must come dance fast.
Yeah, the aunties are here, you know what I mean? Break out something for them.
Exactly.
Got you.
So I'm always in the middle putting on a quick show for everyone. So yeah, I was that kid. And I danced professionally for about 5 to 6 years of my young life. So yeah, I was a dancer before everything, but like the love for music started young.
Yeah. And how did that kind of pivot go from being a dancer to now being Mikhale Jones, the R&B star?
So being a dancer, cool, there's a love for music. Then it's the element of rhythm as a dancer that you fall in love with, which led me over to I'm now going to be a rapper because there's a lot of rhythm where rapping is concerned. So I thought I was going to be a rapper at first.
Okay.
Then we moved over into actually I want to be a drummer. So now I'm learning the drums. Again, rhythm. Like that stays consistent. And later on in high school, I'm hearing a lot of my friends say, yo, dude, you can sing. Like you should sing. That time my mother at home is saying, girl, you sound like a cat on heat. Stop singing. Go and dance.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like it went from drumming, rapping, finding out I can sing, going into theater productions in high school and like landing the lead role as Sandy in Grease. Yeah. And then what? And now I write music. I mean, I started writing music from a young age. One of the first songs I wrote was called Boiled Eggs.
Come on. Surely you can just give us a teaser.
No way.
Because you've now
created...
I
was in creche. Don't ask the lyrics. I do not even know what it was, but I remember repeating the word boiled eggs over and over again. Anyway. So yeah, also poetry. Yeah. Obviously, poetry also comes with its own rhythm. And I guess that also ties in with being able to rap. And then moves into, I'm now a songwriter and I'm actually being noticed as a songwriter by the industry. So yeah, I guess all those little quirks and little things I picked up as a kid fed into the songwriter that I am today, the dancer and performer that I am today, the person who sees visually things like, I keep on coming back to content creation, but yes, that also, yeah.
Talk to me about the content creation thing.
Yes,
I mean, it's obviously a big part of your everyday, right? Do you feel like the way that you express yourself in your content through fashion, through makeup, through creative direction, all the things, do you feel like it's a way to express yourself in ways that maybe music fails to at times? Or 100%. Does it amplify it?
100%. With the content, it allows me to further elaborate if and when needed. I think even more so now with the whole vocal nodule thing, I've decided since I can't sing like I used to do and make content out of my singing videos, let me bring my poetry back and put it in content, because this is still technically showing off the side that I'm a songwriter, but it's also showing the fact that I'm a creative because now I'm putting visuals behind it, I'm shooting it, I'm editing it. and I'm essentially putting the picture I see in front of me and you. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a massive part of where I am now. And I always feel so amazing when I speak about the content creation, specifically because I've been doing content creation since Facebook days, man.
Come on.
Like, I didn't wait for TikTok to come up before I put a camera up and recorded myself and edited a video and put it out for an audience to see.
Yeah, it's almost very easy now.
Yes.
So easy.
I mean, obviously there's new techniques now and the new edits and that you need to keep up with. But other than that, once you have a picture, yes, the rest is easy to kind of figure out.
With all of the new platforms though, like, do you ever get overwhelmed with this is for TikTok and this algorithm is going to reward and punish that kind of content?
Yes. I mean, I've recently gone through the shift of I'm realizing that Instagram requires a specific version of you as opposed to TikTok, because TikTok also asks for a different version. TikTok does want you to be a lot more engaging and like, I don't know, give me the stories of you or whatever you've gone through. But like, even if it's in your gown, it's fine. Like you can share that part on TikTok. And that's actually what I used to share on IG.
Okay.
And that's what grew my platform at some point. But obviously IG is now starting to change and like certain videos work better for IG. So you're more aesthetically appealing. Pretty pictures, pretty videos work better on IG. So now it's like, okay, cool. How do I restructure social media? Instagram needs to look like this. Okay, I'm an artist, so let's make myself look like an artist.
Right.
Social media on IG. TikTok, let me show you who I am as a person. So yeah, it also allows for people to end up following both sides because they know they're going to get a little bit of both. They're going to get the good side and they're going to get the not so pretty side.
Got it.
Yes.
So you feel like you can express like the wholeness of you, which is awesome.
All of it, yes.
That's beautiful.
Exactly.
So I want to talk as well about voice nodules thing. So tell me about finding out about that. How long has it been?
So I think that when I just signed to Universal, right, there was a lot of pressure that I put on myself from a mental standpoint. So much so that obviously physically I started pushing already then. But it also came with a lot of imposter syndrome. So I think my vocal nodules is a bit of both. It's a mental blockage as well as the physical blockage. So because this is maybe 3 years of constant pressure, mentally, emotionally, and then obviously physically, finding out that I have vocal nodules, I was like, I felt it coming because I could physically feel after a session in studio, I'm in pain. This is not something I used to experience after singing. I could sing a 45 or an hour. I've done 2-hour sets and left feeling perfectly fine.
Wow.
But last year, I started feeling a lot more pain after I would take, oh my goodness, it would take like almost an hour to get like 2 lines done on a song. Because I would struggle to just get my things accurate, my notes accurate. And I would be in pain after that. And obviously, you're not supposed to be feeling discomfort. And that's when I felt, something is up. Maybe I should actually get this checked out for real this time. And June this year, I went to go and check it out. And yes, I do have vocal nodules. Thank goodness it's not at the point where surgery needs to take place. It's at a point where some keeping quiet.
Yes. That's crazy.
A lot of keeping quiet, a lot of teas and steaming, like different new habits that needed to be implemented, and no singing in the meantime with a bit of vocal rehab to still keep some sort of momentum so that my voice doesn't lose all recollection of what it needs to do. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. But I don't think it's only a physical blockage. I think there's also a very big mental blockage because Shem, the industry or the Virgo in me allowed for the industry to dictate a lot of my worth. Just call it that, yeah.
What is it about the industry that led you to feeling like that?
So the industry, I think of it as you have to put a product together and the product needs to be perfect before you put it out. And me being a perfectionist, I cannot do or move forward unless it is perfect. And it's in trying to be perfect that you end up doing as opposed to being. I don't know if that makes sense. But
total sense, yeah.
So there was a lot of doing
it's
because
like output.
Yes, a lot of that. And I mean that also in a physical sense. So like when I'm actually singing, instead of just feeling I'm trying to sing instead of just singing, which ends up taking a toll on the body eventually. So yeah, I think it's just my perspective of the industry that ended up messing me up in the long run, is me thinking that I have to be this way in order for the audience to receive me the way I want to be received, which ended up,
How did you want to be received?
I want to be received as the big superstar. Like, yes, I'm that gal.
Yeah.
But when you try to be that person, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
As opposed to you just being that person, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I learned that on the hard way.
Yeah. Do you feel like obviously signing to a major label early into your music career also kind of had an effect on that?
100%. Especially because I'm, for the first time, the EP that got me signed, I'm recording in garages and bedrooms. And I get signed and I'm immediately in this massive recording studio with people who's recording music who literally telling me like, I did this for Rihanna and I did this for Blackie. I did this for Nasty C. Immediately I'm like, oh my gosh, can I amount to the people you've worked with? So immediately I put that heavy expectation on myself being in this room. So yeah, the pressure I put on myself being signed early. Yes, I put a lot of pressure.
Yeah. I mean, naturally so, though.
I guess so.
Right? Because there's also kind of targets you have to hit for the label to be happy with you and all 12 things. So
exactly.
it's very natural. And how did you learn to kind of give yourself grace through that period?
It took very hard 2 years of therapy and a lot of crying and a lot of unlearning. And I'm still figuring that out because there are days where I still walk into a room and I can feel that I've already placed that expectation on myself. And then it's to a point where if it does get bad, I even ask people to give me space to record in my own space. Like we can do the song together. We can even be in the room together. But when it's my turn to record, I'm going to do it by myself. Okay, thanks. So, I mean, I've learned to find little coping mechanisms here and there. I've also learned to, I guess, be honest with the people I'm working with. Like, okay, I'm happy to work with you. I really want to work with you. However, this is the headspace that I'm in. Can you accommodate for that? So being honest and having open conversations about it, because it is still a thing. It's not entirely gone. Yeah, I guess that I don't want to say that it's all gone, but I figured ways to work around it.
Yeah,
I'm a perfectionist, bro. Like, I'm always gonna try to do my best.
Yeah, 100%. Has your perfectionism ever stopped you from doing something? Has it ever been debilitating?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. I stopped doing covers for a while because I thought, I don't sound the way I used to. Mind you, when I look back at the videos that I didn't post that are in the gallery, I was like, wow, girl.
It's like when I look at pictures from when I was 17, I was like, I was so skinny. But back then I was like,
you see?
But I'm massive.
It's literally that. So yes, I've not uploaded a lot of videos because of perfectionism. Yes.
Yeah, I got you. It makes sense. It's like a double-edged sword, right?
It really is, dude.
Yeah, for sure. I want to chat to you about being in vocal rehab, right? You mentioned that you're in a space where you're glad that you have the opportunity to explore your other talents and express your creativity through other outlets. But what has this time taught you?
It has, or is still teaching me, yes, patience, but more so the grace that you need to be giving yourself in your toughest battles, essentially, because life is going to happen. You don't choose when life is going to do what it's going to do. So when it does what it does, allowing space and time for yourself to be, because honestly, if I look back at younger me and how I even got into the space, it was me locking myself up in the room, singing until 3 a.m., writing a new verse until whatever early hours of the morning. And I was just creating for the sake of creating, as opposed to creating because I'm falling behind or I'm creating for relevancy. And with me, with the situation right now, it's as if I'm being told to go back there.
Yeah.
Create for the sake of creating. Don't create for the sake of a deadline. Don't create for the sake of people seeing and validating and saying, yes, you're doing good. Do it for you.
Yeah.
And I did get lost in that for a very long time because you get signed to a label and it's now you have things to reach. You have markers to mark off.
Yeah.
So I lost track of that. I lost track of being able to just do what I'm doing because I'm feeling something. So put it down. How do I create art out of it? So yeah, that's what it's doing for me right now. It's forcing me to connect with this part of me that I saw as just a thing that I can do, as opposed to a gift that is so intertwined in who I am, actually. Because the day I found out I have vocal nodules, dude, do you understand the identity crisis I went through?
I can imagine.
Yeah. Like, who am I if I'm not going to be singing?
Yeah.
Who am I if I'm not going to be writing music? And that's why the content creation is such a big thing for me, because I'm still making sure that I have a place for my voice to be heard, even if it's not in song. So yeah, did I answer your question? I feel like I went around.
No, go anywhere you want to go. I love that. And I saw that beautiful spoken word piece you put on your Instagram. That felt like you kind of coming to terms with the fact that, like, yes, you're an artist. Can't sing right now, but it's going to show up in other ways.
Yes.
Talk to me about the tension between trap and soul.
So, because a lot of the journey, like I said, it's in rhythm. I absolutely love rhythm. And that's obviously when I indulged in rap. However, I am so in love with soul singing. Is that English?
Soul singing.
Yeah, soul singing.
Singing soul.
Yes, singing soul,
yeah.
literally. And obviously now we call it neo soul, because that's technically it. It's a bit of a boom bap beat meets the softness of soul, jazz, RnB, whatever. And then you find a middle between the two. So there's not really tension between the two, because I think I've found a nice middle ground for the both of them. Dude, I mean, there's Sasha Keeble. I feel like she's literally that. She is soul and trap. At least that's from my POV.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Be Like Me is like one of my favorites.
Oh,
One of my favorite. I love seeing that side
Shout
of you. So raw.
out.
I absolutely love it.
shout out. I was playing around with that, baby.
Yeah, keep playing. Give us more when you're ready. So I want to speak on the work side of things, right? So you've given us 2 projects. It Is What It Is. Too Many Promises. Describe to me in 3 words what the era of Too Many Promises was for you.
Unapologetic, gritty, and intentional. Yeah, I think that describes it. Intentional, because that project was on purpose. I remember waking up, calling all the brews that day. I said, guys, we are putting together a project. I'm locking you in for 2 weeks. Don't go anywhere. 2 weeks turned into what? 2 months, maybe 3. But it worked out. So yeah.
It was obviously an exciting time for you.
Yes, it
right?
was.
Your first independent project.
Yes.
Was that like freeing or debilitating? Because when I, from my perspective, It Is What It Is Sama nominated.
Yes.
You had the backing of a label.
Yes.
Now you're Mikhale Jones.
Yes, sir.
By yourself. So, I'm sure as electrifying as it was to kind of finally take ownership of this thing for you, was there any point where you had kind of in the back of your mind, like how much you achieved with It Is What It Is to now go and create your sophomore project?
So, wait. Are you asking if it is what it is? Ask again, sorry.
Sure. Did you feel the pressure of needing to match It Is What It Is when you made Too Many Promises?
No, not at all. Because by then, I had already, call it move on. I don't want to say move on, but it's the only word I can think of, because it sounds like I'm neglecting my last child. But no, I already moved on, and that was a different phase. That was a different version of me that I had already outgrown as well. I wasn't in that phase anymore mentally, emotionally. So moving on to the next, that wasn't even in my vision. But yes, like you mentioned, having the first project Sama nominated, and like there was a whole fuss around it. I did think about, is this project going to do anything? Am I even going to get the listeners? Because a lot of my listeners did come from label pushing with the machine. And a lot of the listeners, or a lot of the people who supported me, was because there was a label.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of that fear with the next project. And I was like, are they still here?
Were they?
Yes, more than ever. I did not think, I set my expectations low, and I think maybe that worked in my advantage.
Yeah.
Because I didn't expect to get that much love from my second project, knowing that it's just me with my little knowledge of music business and never having shot anything myself in terms of promotional material, because again, label did all of that for me. Yeah, just like figuring all that out was the scary part. But I managed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still working because I'm still doing it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's ever going to be, I don't mean to box you in, right? But do you ever feel like there's going to be a reality where you would go back to a major label somewhere in the future?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. But the only time I'd ever go back to a major label is if I have more of a say. Because obviously signing as a new artist who barely has music out, they dictate a lot of what needs to happen because this is what you need to do in order to sell, is the chat always. And I feel like if I've been selling without you all this time, then what you're saying to me, come on, dude. We can negotiate because I do know what I'm doing. I've been doing it without you for a minute.
And you've got the leverage.
That says. So yeah, I would, but not anytime soon.
Yeah, you're enjoying the independence, the creative freedom.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
I like being my own boss.
I love that for you. I want to talk about I Said What I Said.
Yes.
It's like the Holy Trinity. My God. Hey, we've got Mikhale Jones.
Yes, sir.
Nanette.
Come on.
K-Kid.
Come on.
You got K-Kid to sing. I didn't even know K-Kid sang. I was like, what is happening in my eardrums right now?
It's so good.
No, it's gorgeous.
Oh, Kid switched that entire thing up. And she specifically was like, dude, I'm going to come soft on this one. I'm like, do what you need to do, bro. Yeah. And when she sent that verse back, I said, no way. This is the perfect outro, my boy. This is so smooth. It screams RnB. I think early 2000s, not 90s. I was going to go 90s. Early 2000s. Like, I immediately seen, I don't know if you remember the black and white music video, Destiny's Child.
Wasn't that
I need a soldier to stand up for me? That one. Yeah. That black and white with the Cadillac at the back of them, but they in a white studio. And like they all just rap into the camera with the guys behind them. I was like, this is so that for me. That's what I'm feeling.
No, it's gorgeous. I feel like we need an entire mixtape of you. It would be beautiful.
That would be fire, actually.
It would be stunning. What was the collaboration process like between the three of you on that song?
So I wrote that song. Was it 2 years ago? Last year, if not 2 years ago. And I remember knowing that I want a feature. And I posted just a snippet on TikTok and I thought, you know what? Let me just put it out there because I'm going to now promote that there's something coming. And while that is doing its numbers and doing its thing, I remember messaging Keed and I was like, Keed, bro, I need you on the song, please. Without hesitation. No, mind you, never mind. I was going to list all the artists that I asked first that said no, but I won't. And then Keed immediately said yes. She's like, I love the song, put me on. She just dropped her album at the time. Yeah. So I knew that verse was going to take a while before it came to me. But it did end up taking longer than I thought. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's not going to happen. And I thought, let me also not push her too much. It's fine. Continued with my life. And there on the TikTok comment section, the net. Verse. Damn, bro. Like, of course I can't say no to this, dog. I'm like, but I'm still waiting for Keith. So like, what do I do? Anyway, I said yes again immediately to Nanette. She pulled up to studio. So she recorded her verse in studio with me. Quick. Like, dude, she wrote that verse in like 5 minutes, got on the mic, 10 minutes, done. It's like, and then she just does like extra ad-libs at the end. She's like, cool, done. Like, what? Anyway, absolutely loved that version.
Yeah.
2 days later, Keed sends her verse. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I didn't think she was going to send it, brother. But here it is. And when I heard it, I said, outro, done. This is it, guys. And it's so perfect because who in RnB is doing this? Who is bringing the girlies together?
I was about to say, like, the RnB girlies are standing strong together. And it's great to see all three of you on a track.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that mean to you?
Dude, like I said, for me, it's the fact that I brought the girlies together and we're always hearing, I mean, I've seen beef happen on Twitter even where the RnB girlies are concerned, like, oh, she's hotter and this one's better and whatever. And people even putting statuses up about like, why don't the girls collaborate? Yes, they're always on the hip hop brews chorus or whatever, but like, why aren't they coming together? And I was like, here you go. Here's it, guys.
So it's very tired, like that chat. Sorry,
yeah, no, it is.
It's the best thing I can say. It's the best way to say it. It's like, it's so tired. Yeah. I think 5 years ago, you know, when the R&B movement had kind of grown, I feel like it's grown like exponentially in the past 5 years. Like I remember when we used to refer to it as like the new wave. And it's like, no, this is the normal, you know what I mean? So it's beautiful to see the R&B community growing. And I obviously have a soft spot in my heart for R&B because I feel like it's very slept on in the country. So I love the fact that you're bringing the girlies together. And I love that you've also always been really intentional about the fact that like you're not folding on this genre.
Not
this
at
is you.
all, brava. We're staying here.
You know? What does it take for you to not bend to what's maybe like formulaic and popping? What do you have to remind yourself about?
It's the vision that I have. There's this picture that I have in my mind when I see myself as this artist, as the superstar on stage, and there's the specific sound that goes with that image, and that's R&B. Like there's no negotiating it. Yes, I do know that R&B, and I've said it in an interview before, that R&B is the basis for a lot of genres, because I can throw an R&B vocal on a house track. I can throw an R&B vocal on a jazz song. You can literally finesse R&B in all the genres.
Right.
Yes, I would dabble in things outside if it is that I'm collaborating with other artists. So that's not happening. But I, Mikhale Jones as the brand, want to be associated and known for R&B.
Yeah.
I love that. And that's never been an option to deter from, bro.
Yeah.
I never wanted to. I remember being in high school, and like the first couple of songs that I did record was house tracks. You know, all your friends are DJs. Yeah, I'm like, sharp, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go into the house, whatever. And after my second song, I remember saying, no, I'm never doing this again. I'm only going to do R&B. And I've stuck to it. Yes, I maybe did one more house song in between.
Yeah. It's okay to dabble.
Yes, it is.
Fine.
But yeah, I mean, the fact that I know that this is what I want to be known for, this is what I see myself as, therefore this is the picture I'm going to present to you. I don't know. Nothing's going to change it. Yeah.
You know what I find really interesting is that I think just earlier in the interview, you're quite hard on yourself about like the version of you that was at label. And it's interesting that you mentioned that you were in a space where you were kind of allowing things to be told or like dictated about how you needed to present yourself and how you need to present your sound. But you've always known who you are.
I've always known.
The fact that you could kind of experience that and still say, as Mikhale Jones, this is what I'm doing.
Yes.
It just shows like the importance of like inner voice and trusting self.
Yes, exactly, bro. And that's been the mission for the past 3 years, is trusting and believing in myself, because before the label, I was me. They signed me because I was doing me. So yeah, I just lost track of that along the way. But we're back.
We're back up, baby. We're back up.
Yes, sir.
You know, I always say to like peers that it's just so much harder for women. And again, this is a tired chat, so I don't even want to go into it too much. Like, what does it mean to be a woman in the industry? Like, you know, but I just think that it's when you're in an industry that like focuses on like the productization of you. I even think about showing up. Like I mentioned that you're my first female guest on the show, right? For girls, there's hair,
bro.
There's nails, there's makeup, there's outfit. You know, a boy can show up in the same t-shirt. I wouldn't notice.
Exactly.
I wouldn't notice at all.
Yeah, Shikana actually spoke about this at the Spotify Equal event. And she was saying that as females, if anything, we deserve the bigger budget, guys. Because there's so much more that goes into making this product a product.
You know what I mean?
Yes. So I get you on that one.
Yeah. Especially if you're trying to show up as, I think the public kind of rewards this unattainable, you know, super put together girly. And so it's like, if you want me to show up as that, where's the coins? Where's the coins? And I said what I said, you know, you obviously mentioned something very specific. Has Bae gotten the hint about putting a ring on it, or was it not subtle enough?
No,
You're smiling in the background.
So you know what? The last interview I also did, she asked me, so what's the song about? And I was like, yeah, it's about put a ring on it. It's actually not about that. So yes, I put that in the chorus because it is catchy and people are going to sing, I said put a ring on it. But that's not the basis of the song.
Okay, tell me the basis of the song. Tell me.
So the entire theme of the song that I built around was, I don't know, maybe you've experienced it as well. Let me know if you have. Where you've been in a relationship and as soon as that relationship fails, how somehow he ends up marrying the girl that he dates right after you.
Sure.
Like that was the foundation of the song.
Yeah.
Because that happened to me more than once.
No.
I said 3 guys back to back. And I was like, no ways, guys. Something is either wrong or right with me, because I have all the good juju that ends up falling onto you, and then you have like you live happily ever after me.
That's like CV level. Like that's like.
So obviously by the 3rd time, I'm like, you have to be joking. Hence the line, good luck, Charlie, that's what my name should be. Because I'm a lucky charm at this point. Dog.
Right.
That's the foundation of the song. That's actually what it is about. But I think if we were to break it up into like different themes, I mean, I touch on the fact that I'm turning 30. So the society I grew up in is you lose value if you're not getting married at a certain age.
Yeah.
You have to also present yourself a certain way in order to get married at a certain age. And if anything, like I go against that entire grain. I'm like, girl, I want to be sexy forever. Like even if I'm married, like I don't want to be modest. I want to be hot all the time.
Yeah.
Even as a wife, even as a mother, if that's the thing. It's like, so it touches on that. It also touches on the I guess it's that. It's the shame, I guess, that comes with it, with not being chosen. But I make light of it in the song. I make light of it. It's like it's not that big of a deal, guys. It doesn't have to be that deep.
Yeah.
So yeah, it touches on those subtle things here and there. That's specifically from my vision for the song. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, to answer your question, I don't know. I just feel like people are not getting married as much that are my age. So I've never quite experienced that.
Okay.
But I've definitely experienced like, it's going to sound so gross. Desired but not chosen.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yes, dude.
Loved all the way through.
It.
No, I know. It's like
Yeah.
you build them up. I always say never give him too much confidence. But you're luckier in love now, which is important.
Yes, I am.
Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Very happy.
Yeah. We don't need to go in that.
So back to the collabs.
Yes.
What does it take for you to really be interested in collaborating with someone? Does it come down to like a vibe thing? Is it a sound thing? Or is it just someone you can be yourself with?
I think it's a sound thing first before anything, because I want to know that the product we're going to make is going to make sense. And then obviously we come together and I get to know you as a person. Whether we like each other, no, okay, wait, not to that extreme. Whether we become besties or we like remain acquaintances, it's okay. Like if we don't gel all the way for us to be besties, it's not that big of a deal. We made good music together. Thanks. We can move on. But I mean, if we do end up building a friendship off of it, love it. Great. That's good for the both of us.
Yeah.
I think through this project, it's allowed for me to actually reach out a lot more to Nanette. So her and I are like getting to know each other a little more outside of the music. So, but yeah, if we speaking about end goal, the sound, I think that's the most important thing for me. Do we have music chemistry? Does it come together there? The rest can follow, or it doesn't have to.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I need a support group for the RnB girlies. I need a support group for the RnB girlies.
Pull up,
I need
please.
you to be. I need you to be the leader. Seriously,
I'll try. I can't promise, but I'll try.
It's really interesting to me that you've said that. Obviously, the sound is important and the number one thing. But I think, as a listener, as a fan, when you see your favorite artists putting together this creative shoot and you have this idea in your head that these people are like best friends.
Babe.
And they're going to like Woolworths together and doing all their groceries.
Yes. I'm not going to lie. I watch, it's Muesli, Nadia Nakai, and Pearl Tusi, because like they always operate together. And I'm just like, how did you guys get it right? Like you guys are besties, you are within the industry. And I'm like, they also find a way to integrate business in all of that. I'm like, that is something I saw well, guys. That's something to aspire to. I was even watching an interview last night, Tiana Taylor. I think, the Elle magazine where they like prank call a friend.
Yes.
She called Victoria Monet and like they're having personal chats. It's like, yo, friend, help me quickly. The fact that she's got industry people to be like, why did I come do something quickly for me? That is something I'd love. Yeah. But I do know that even for me, I've been scared to fully show myself on a personal level within the industry because I don't know, I guess I just have trust issues in J. 1. 2, I'm scared to mix business and pleasure.
Totally.
I am, because anything can happen. And I don't want to hear stories down the line that ends up messing with the business.
100%.
But I also am at a phase in my life where I'm like, but these people get me because they understand what I'm going through. So the conversations we have is completely different to the conversations I'm having with my mother or my partner at home, because they don't know the industry like somebody in the industry does.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm open to it now. But yeah, it's tricky,
scary out there.
dude.
It is very scary out there. But do you feel like the kind of your generation of artists in the country, do you feel like they tend to operate in silos? Like, or is there quite a strong sense of community? Or have you just decided, hey, I'm keeping myself?
Yes, that one.
Okay.
I've been in my corner for a very long time, and it's been to my advantage and disadvantage, because I do look and I'm like, oh, they've already formed their little thing, their network of people who they keep within the ecosystem of theirs. And then I was like, hi, please, can I join?
Invite me next time.
Please. Yeah, I mean, that FOMO hits now and again, not often enough for me to actually say, okay, shut up, guys, put me in the clique. I need to be part of the clique.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I like being to myself. I think as much as I am open to building relationships within the industry, I will still be to myself.
I think it's really important. My mother always says, no matter what you do, keep 10% for yourself in dating, in your career, in your friendships. And I think there's something powerful about keeping your personal life intact and then using it as the platform to go out into the world and express yourself. Because I'm sure for you, it must be like, I think from my reading of you, and you can tell me if I'm right or not, from my reading of you, you seem like someone that's very introspective. And I think, and very honest and very vulnerable, right?
Yes.
And I think when that lands up in the wrong hands, which typically has the capacity to do so, it becomes dangerous for you. So I think that it's very unique to you and very true to you to keep stuff to yourself.
100%. I like how you put it. That's exactly it. I'm afraid that it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Yeah. People are crazy out there. Vulture energy. That's what I always say.
Doggy dog.
Anywho. So last thing I want to chat about before we wrap up. I was glued to your Instagram stories when you were in Zanzibar.
Oh.
What was it like to have a solo trip and what sparked the idea?
So I am very big on remaining an individual through every phase of my life, especially because, like, my boyfriend can attest to it. Getting myself in a relationship was a difficult thing for me, because I feel like once you connect yourself to somebody, you lose a part of yourself. But it doesn't have to be the case. It was the case when I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
So me solo traveling is just another way for me to keep my individualism, is to remind myself that I am who I am without the outside factors, without the people, without the things, without the just me by myself.
Yeah.
I am. Yes. That's honestly what sparked it. And also that I just want to see stuff. I wanna explore. And I finally have the opportunity and the resources to make that happen for myself. So why not?
How does that conversation go? Like, how do you say, baby, I love you? I'm gonna go to Zanzibar by myself.
So I know he's always known that solo travel is something I want to do. I want to do this for myself. The me being an individual happened at the end of the trip. And then I realized, oh, this is actually what this was. Like I felt this pulling at me. Yeah. And eventually I'm like, oh, that's what the pull was. It's the fact that I'm just trying to do this. But yeah, the conversation prior was, dude, I want to do this. I've always wanted to do this. So yeah, can I? Not can I.
But like, is it cool? Like, will you be okay?
Yeah, yes.
Right?
I think his only concern was, dude, are you going to be safe?
Yeah.
And like, are we fine? Like, you also don't take offense to me wanting to do this by myself. It's like, yeah, sure, dude, do what you need to do, brother.
Beautiful.
Sharp, I'm out.
What was Zanzibar like?
You're the catcalling, bro.
No. I thought South Africa was the worst at that.
No, that's another level.
Whoa.
That was so uncomfortable. I mean, I eventually made like different friends while I was there. I made friends with the driver. I met this Russian girl. What is her name? Lera. Her name was Lera. I even said to her, I was like, girl, like, I want to go to Stone Town, but like Stone Town with the amount of men there, scary. You want to do it together? She was like, yes, let's do it together. Thank goodness. Because I wasn't going to go to Stone Town if I was going to do it alone.
Yeah.
It's actually, no. It's like men standing on the balcony of hotels and just like whistling at you.
What the heck?
Dude, you can be covered because it's a Muslim country, very, very Muslim. So cover up shoulders, cover up your knees and whatnot. I made sure to do that, even though the tourists don't. Like, it's not a must. But I just thought, maybe this will avoid drama. It didn't. Not at all. I still got news. I heard somebody trying to say, no, like, pay me with sex. I was like, what? Are you joking, dude? Yo. It was wild.
I would have gone back to my hotel room and not left.
Do you know, I bumped into 2 different females that were also solo traveling who ended up saying they stayed in their hotel most of their holiday. And I made sure that didn't stop my holiday.
Yeah.
I had to make sure. I still went, I made sure I did an activity every day because that's a must for me. I didn't come all the way this way to spend all this money to sit in a hotel room.
And be scared.
No ways, brother. So yeah, I just made friends enough to make me feel safe.
Oh, that's
in
good.
the different places I visited.
Yeah. And was it a time for you to reset as well?
No, it was just a time for me to celebrate me.
As you should.
That's it.
As you should.
That's all. But yeah, I definitely suggest and endorse solo traveling or doing stuff just by yourself, bro. Just you do it.
Yeah. And in terms of the rest of the year, Mikhale, with being in vocal rehab, what does the rest of the year look like for you? Are you anxious to get back into the studio, or have you fully surrendered to the creative pause you need to take?
So thank goodness it's not a creative pause. It's just a singing pause.
It's just a musical pause.
There we go. So I mean, I am going to do what I need to do for the sake of my health, but that doesn't stop me from still exploring all the different gifts in my creative aspect. So as much as I'm not going to be singing, I have a demo ready to be recorded. Like, I've written, bro. Like, there's more projects to come.
Yeah.
It's sitting on the laptop. But yeah, I mean, I want to take my time and really figure out how and when, and also do it when I can have it followed by performances and a tour. Guys, that needs to happen at some point in my career. But for now, content creation, promoting Too Many Promises with more visuals, more brand work, more modeling. Yeah, just all the other creative aspects that I can indulge in while I wait for this bad boy to heal.
Oh, well, we'll be thinking of you, and I'm sure your fans are desperate to have you back.
2 projects back to back, guys. Chill.
You deserve the break, to be honest with you, if anything. As we close, right, so the Long Story Short podcast is all about providing a cultural archive for homegrown talent. And, I always say that, like, music has kind of, like, defined seasons in my life. Like, when I think back to different seasons, there's a song or an album.
Facts.
It's never like the actual situation when memories blur. It's like I always remember the song, you know? So if you have kind of an opportunity to see this interview 5 years from now, what would you say to Mikhale in the future?
Oh my goodness. Jeez. Okay. To Mikhale Jones. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. You have conquered things that you thought would break you. You have done things by yourself where you thought you needed a team. You have somehow landed yourself a nomination without a label. And if anything, that should be a reminder that you have everything that you need. So keep going. Stop overthinking.
Do
man. Proud of you, girl. That's it.
Mikhale Jones, you're incredible. And I'm so happy that you came today to sit on the couch and to chat to me a little bit and to have been so vulnerable and open. You've just got such great energy. So
thank you.
I'm happy that this has like made history as the first female on Long Story Short. Let's go.
It. Thank you so much for having me.
It's my pleasure. This has been Mikhale Jones and Kirsty Leaf on Long Story Short. Peace.
Bye.
What's up? I'm Kirsty Leaf. I'm the host of Long Story Short. Thanks for hanging out with me and your favorite artist today. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit subscribe. And if you want exclusive access to what's coming next, from behind the scenes moments to episode alerts, our house drink recipes, and a few surprises, then make sure you click the link below to join the community. I'll see you next time.